we will have a new unit, Unit 5, and it's all about ambition and aspiration. I'll start with a saying that intelligence without ambition is a bird without wings. الذكاء بدون طموح هو مثل طائر بدون أجنحة. Salvador Dali. So, in order to achieve your dreams and aspirations in life, it's not enough just to be intelligent and smart. You have to be diligent, you have to be a bird with wings. Okay? So, in today's lesson, as usual, the first part of each new unit, we first learn vocabulary. Then we move to the other skills. So today we will see what's in store for us in this unit about vocabulary. At the beginning, since our unit will be about ambition, I'll ask you a question. What do you want to be in the future? You should ask yourself this question every single day. Every day wake up in the morning and say, what do I want to be in the future? What's my job? What are my dreams? Think of people now, with interesting jobs. What do they do? فكر بأناس تعتقد أن لديهم مهنا مثيرة للاهتمام أو ممتعة. ماذا يفعلون؟ بالنسبة لي أنا, as for me, in my opinion, since you cannot interact with me here, I'll answer myself. An acupuncturist. An acupuncturist, I think, is a person who has an interesting job. What does he do? Well, he practices Chinese traditional medicine. أنا أعتقد أن الطبيب المعالج بالإبر الوخز الصيني هي مهنة مثيرة للاهتمام وغريبة نوعا ما. وماذا يفعل؟ هو يقوم بممارسة الطب الصيني التقليدي. Now, what do they do as part of their job? ماذا يفعلون أو ما هي الأنشطة التي يقومون بها كجزء من عملهم؟ Think of adjectives to describe the jobs. فكروا بصفات تصفون بها أعمالهم. حسنا, an acupuncturist insert a sterile long needle into the skin to promote self-healing. الطبيب المعالج بالإبر الوخز الصيني يقوم بغرز إبرة طويلة معقمة في داخل الجلد من أجل تحفيز العلاج أو الشفاء الذاتي، لأن الجسم يشفي نفسه ذاتيا، فهو لا يستعمل أي علاج كيميائي. He doesn't use any chemicals. He just insert the sterile long needle into the meridians of the body, the meridians of the energy, to stimulate the energy to flow again, and the body will heal itself. So here or her job is challenging and rewarding. إذن الصفات التي أصف بها هذه المهنة هي أنها challenging because it's hard to study acupuncture and you have to be very careful not to insert the needle in the wrong place or you will cause a lot of damage. لأنه يجب أن تكونوا على حذر أين ستغرسون الإبرة لكي لا تتسببوا بالضرر للمريض. And rewarding, وهي مجزية لأنها سيدفعون لك الكثير من المال مقابل هذا العلاج التقليدي. So, I think now you guessed what is the title of our lesson today. It's about jobs. Yes, it's about jobs. We will learn vocabulary about jobs. I can talk about jobs and work. So in this unit we will learn how to talk about jobs, to describe jobs, and we will also listen to a conversation describing the perfect job and the best paid and the worst paid job. Let's see. We will look at the photos from A to D. Which job looks the most interesting in your opinion and why? Which one is the best? Which one is better, do you think? And why? You have to justify the reason for your choice. And now we will listen. Okay, I told you, as for me, I think it's acupuncturist. Now the ladies will tell me we think a hairdresser. Why, girls? Because women always want to look pretty and women will be ready to pay any amount of money to do their hair or plastic surgery. I know that because I'm a woman. But men or boys will tell me, well, we like the architect or a paramedic, because it's a humanitarian work and sometimes it's rewarding. So it depends. Let's not forget to pray for our paramedics now in the dilemma we're living in. Okay, we will listen to the list of words and we will make sure that we understand the meaning of all the words. So we will listen and they will tell us which one is A, which one is B. You have to put the correct word in the gap. Let's start. Listen.
Unit 5, Lesson 5A, Exercise 2.
Architect, Photo D. Cleaner, dentist. Engineer, Photo A. Farm worker, hairdresser, Photo B. Paramedic, Photo C. Pilot, programmer, receptionist, sales assistant, solicitor, sports coach, travel agent, waiter.
Very well. So now we heard the correct pronunciation of every word. Let's repeat them now together slowly. Please repeat after me. Try to memorize the words because you have to use them in the following lessons in this unit, and we also have to write a paragraph at the end of this unit about jobs. So please get well equipped by learning as much vocabulary as you can. An architect, an architect, an architect. An engineer, an engineer, an engineer. Now the difference between the architect and the engineer: an architect works in designing buildings, but the engineer works with infrastructure. عندنا المهندس العمارة هو مصمم الأبنية والأمور الخارجية، بينما مهندس المدني يوجد لدينا مهندسي المائية والطبوغرافيا والمساحة، قياس المساحة، يقيسون ويرون استواء سطح الأرض وإذا ما كان تحتها صلبا أم أنها منطقة قابلة للهبوط. فإذا مهمتهم الانفراستراكشر أو البنية التحتية والتمديدات الكهرباء، بينما الاركيتكت just design buildings and everything that is not infrastructure. A cleaner is a person who does the cleaning. A cleaner. Now, who fixes people's teeth or who cures people's teeth? A dentist. Now, who works in a farm, who grow food and harvest the crops? A farm worker. A farm worker here in the photo is harvesting the crops, picking up the fruit. Hairdresser, who makes women's hair for special occasions, makes them beautiful. A hairdresser. Okay. Who takes people to ER, to the emergency room if they had an accident? A paramedic. المسعفين. Who flies an aeroplane or a plane? A pilot. من يقود الطائرة? A pilot. Okay, here we have two beautiful lady pilots. Who programs a computer? A programmer. Programs a computer or systems. Okay. Now, who receives people and make reservations? A receptionist. موظف الاستقبال. Who helps the shopkeeper in selling the products in his shop? A sales assistant. مساعد البائع أو الأجير. A solicitor. He works to help achieve justice. A solicitor, and to defend his client, of course. a solicitor, and there's another word for it is a lawyer, محامي, or a solicitor. Okay. Now we have a sport coach who practices with children and teach them how to cooperate and work as a team. A sports coach, المدرب الرياضي, a sports coach. A travel agent who helps you to make reservations to travel to any country you want and sometimes help you in making decisions to choose a certain destination to travel. A travel agent, yes. وكيل السفر. A waiter. A waiter is the person who serves the food and drinks in a restaurant. A waiter, النادل. Now you have to listen to which jobs are best paid and worst paid in the UK لنستمع ونرى أي المهن هي ذات الأجر الأكثر والأجر الأسوأ في UK United Kingdom في المملكة البريطانية المتحدة. Do you find any of the information surprising؟ وهل تجد أي من المعلومات مفاجئة؟ طبعا if you find it surprising because the worst paid or best paid job is dependent on the country, so it's different from country to country. يوجد اختلاف بين البلدان. بعض البلدان مثلا فيها مهنة معينة worst paid قد تكون في بلد آخر best paid. Okay, let's listen now.
Lesson 5A, Exercise 4.
What are you reading?
It's an article about different jobs and how much you can earn. Look, engineer is one of the best paid jobs in the country. That's good news.
Why is it good news?
Because I want to be an engineer.
Oh, okay. What are some of the others?
Some of the other best paid jobs... architect, dentist, pilot, programmer, solicitor.
What about paramedic? That's what I want to be.
Yes, here it is. It is one of the best paid jobs.
Great. What are the worst paid?
There are lots. Cleaner, farm worker, hairdresser, receptionist, sales assistant, waiter, sports coach.
What about travel agents? My sister wants to be a travel agent.
Travel agent. Let me see. That's one of the worst paid jobs.
Oh dear. Maybe she should think of something else.
Okay, now let's look at the classification. Best paid jobs, the boy said, were engineer, architect, dentist, pilot, programmer, solicitor, paramedic. So these are the best paid job in the UK. Now the worst paid jobs in the UK are cleaner, farm worker, hairdresser, receptionist, sales assistant, waiter, sports coach, travel agent. Of course her sister wants to be a travel agent. He told her it's the worst paid job, so maybe she should think of something else. Now in exercise 3 we have to work in pairs, put all the jobs into 2 groups. We already done that. And okay, we have to compare the answers and to share our opinions if we agree or don't agree with our partner or friend. We think paramedic is one of the best paid jobs. نعتقد أن أنتم وفريق من زملائكم تعتقدون أن المسعفين هي من أفضل أو المهن الأعلى أجورا. قد يأتي أصدقائكم من الآخرين ويقولون we agree. نعم نتفق معكم بالرأي. أو or we don't agree. نحن نخالف الرأي لا نتفق معكم. We think it's one of the worst paid. نعتقد أنها من المهن الأسوأ رواتبا. فإذا بإمكانكم أن تتدربوا مع بعضكم على الشكل التالي. للتعبير عن الرأي كما أخذنا في دروس سابقة, I think or in my opinion an architect is one of the best paid jobs. You might say we agree, or you might tell me we don't agree, we think it's one of the worst paid jobs. So maybe it's the best paid job in the UK but the worst paid job in Syria, so it depends on the country. So you can practice these structure, this expressing your opinion, then your friends might agree or not agree, and then they have to give a reason for their opinion. Okay, you have to justify. يجب أن تبرر لماذا تتفق أو لا تتفق. Okay, now 5 vocabulary. مفردات, more and more vocabulary. This unit is all about vocabulary. I just love it. Check the meaning. Do you know why I love vocabulary? هل تعرفون لماذا أحب دائما أول درس في الوحدة الأولى؟ لأن الطالب الذي يقول بأنه لا يعرف كيف يتحدث الإنجليزية عندما يحفظ هذا الكم الهائل من الكلمات ويطبق الستراكتشر سيكون قادر بكل تأكيد على التحدث في وقت قصير. Because I think the more words you memorize, the easier for you speaking will be, or the faster you will speak. So please do memorize every single new word we're learning in here. Please promise me to do that. Be ambitious, as our unit is all about ambition. كونوا طموحين مثل عنوان الوحدة في هذا الدرس. Okay, vocabulary. Check the meaning of the adjectives below. لنتعلم معنى الصفات في الأسفل. Creative, describing jobs, وصف المهن. Creative, إبداعية، يوجد مهن إبداعية. Challenging, مليئة بالتحدي. Repetitive, متكررة أو روتينية، routine like. Or monotone, you do the same thing over and over again. Rewarding, مجزية، يعني you get a lot of money. Stressful, مجهدة أو متعبة للأعصاب. Tiring, متعبة للجسم. Varied, متنوعة، متعددة المهام. Now in pairs we'll ask and answer questions about the jobs in exercise 2. الآن سنطرح أسئلة ونجاوب عنها عن المهن الموجودة في التمرين الثاني في الكتاب using the superlative form، وسنستخدم صيغة التفضيل. Give your own opinions. أعطوا آراءكم الخاصة. Your own. Which job is the most creative? أي المهن أكثر إبداعا؟ Look, the most creative. In previous lessons we talked about the superlatives. If we have a long adjective we add the most. We don't add est in the end. So you have to review the superlative and comparative form. بإمكانكم العودة إلى دروس سابقة ومراجعة صيغة التفضيل إن في حال كنتم قد نسيتم. So which job is the most creative? In my opinion it's, or I think it's probably. برأيي أعتقد أو أظن أنه من المرجح أن يكون كذا. لننظر. Let's see a few examples here. Which job is the most creative? You might say painting, الرسم. Or in my opinion it is an architect. برأيي هو المهندس. Why? Well, because he needs an imagination, because every time he has to design a different building. Sometimes he's asked to design a house, sometimes he has to design a theater, an opera house, or a school, or a university. So he has to be very creative and thoughtful. This is the reason why. Which job is the most rewarding? Well, I think it's a programmer. A computer programmer is very needed nowadays, and it's a very hard job. Not everyone can become a computer programmer. So that's why I think it's very rewarding, because we have a few computer programmers. Which job is the most repetitive? I think it's a waiter. Now giving a reason, because the waiter has to do the same thing again and again and again. Like every day he has to wash the dishes and serve the food, and there's no variety in it, no creativity in it. I think it's best for a part-time job. Okay, so now you can go on making or forming questions like this using the adjectives in here and using jobs from exercise 2. I'll leave it to you. Now, Exercise 6. More words. Vocabulary, more vocabs. Look at the photos from E to H. What do you think each holiday job involves? ماذا تعتقدون أن أعمال العطلات تتضمن من مهام؟ Match 2 or more phrases from the list below with each job. صلوا كل من هذه العبارات مع مهامها. Let's see them. Work activities. مهام العمل. Answer the phone. الرد على الهاتف. Be on your feet. أن تكون واقفا على قدميك. Be part of a team. تكون جزء من أو عضو في فريق. Deal with the public. تتعامل مع عامة الناس. Earn a lot of money. تكسب الكثير من المال. Make phone calls. تقوم بإجراء مكالمات هاتفية. Serve customers. تقوم بخدمة الزبائن. Travel a lot. تسافر كثيرا. Use a computer. تستعمل الكمبيوتر. Wear a uniform. ترتدي زي موحد. Work alone. تعمل لوحدك. Work indoors. تعمل داخل مكان مغلق مثل مكتب أو مبنى. Work outdoors. تعمل في الهواء الطلق خارج في الأماكن المفتوحة. Work with children. تعمل مع الأطفال. Work long hours. تعمل لساعات طويلة 9 to 5. مثال An au pair works with children. Au pair مهنة الأو pair لا تشبه البيبي سيتر. An au pair is a person who comes from another country and live with a family in order to learn the tradition and the language of this country until he finds a job. They usually look after the children and help the family with their house chores. إذن هو شخص أجنبي يأتي للأوبير يأتي للسكن مع أسرة ليتعلم اللغة ويقوم بمساعدتهم في القيام بالأعمال المنزلية والاعتناء بأطفالهم وطبعا يتلقون أجرا ضئيلا أمور رمزية إنه ليس عمل. It's a holiday job. Now the work activities. So E, an au pair, be on your feet, work with children. هذا ما تتطلبه كل مهمة. Be on your feet and work with children. The gardener, you have to be on your feet, work outdoors and work long hours from 9 to 5. G, the sports coach, you have to be on your feet, wear a uniform, work outdoors and work with children, sometimes with adults. H, you have to answer the phone, be part of a team, deal with the public, make phone calls and use a computer, as well as work indoors. These are holiday jobs وتسمى أعمال العطلات. They do it in holidays. Now number 7, we will listen to 4 teenagers talking about their holidays. سنسمع 4 مراهقين يتحدثون عن عن أعمالهم ومن ثم سنقوم بوصف أعمالهم.
Lesson 5A, exercises 7 and 9. Speaker 1, Ellie.
I wanted to earn some money last summer, so I got a job as an au pair. It was with a family from Greece who had 3 young children. Actually, I didn't earn much money, au pairs don't, but I didn't have to pay for food or rent or anything, so it was fine. The family lived in London, but they travelled a lot because the parents both had well-paid jobs in banking, so I travelled with the family. It was fun. We stayed in some beautiful hotels. The kids were lovely too, but it was hard work looking after them. I was exhausted by the end of each day.
Speaker 2, Tom.
I really wanted to work outdoors over the summer, so when I saw the advertisement for a job as a gardener, I applied for it. I did it for 5 weeks, and to be honest, I didn't really enjoy it very much. I was unlucky with the weather. It was a very rainy summer. But the main problem was I had to do the same thing every day. It got really boring because there was no variety. At least the hours weren't too long. I started at 10 in the morning and finished at 4 in the afternoon. Then I went home. Most days I didn't see another person all the time I was there. I didn't like that either, really. I prefer working with other people.
Speaker 3. Katie.
I really enjoyed my job at a summer camp. It was 7 days a week, so hard work, but that was fine. The children had lessons in the morning. Then every afternoon I'd do sports with them. Football, volleyball, athletics, lots of different things. There were 5 of us working as sports coaches. We all got on really well, which was great, and we helped each other to plan the afternoon. We arranged matches and competitions for the evenings too, so we usually had to work really late, but we didn't mind. Seeing the children enjoying themselves and learning new activities was great. I loved it.
Speaker 4. Finn.
Over the summer, I spent 4 weeks at a call centre, working as a charity fundraiser. I hated it. From 9 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon, I had to phone people and basically ask for money. Okay, so it was money for charity, a wildlife charity, but people didn't want to talk to me, and sometimes they were quite rude. I got very anxious about making the calls, and I didn't like being indoors all the time in a small room with about 20 other people. That made me even more anxious. I felt trapped. I mean, the money was quite good, but I didn't enjoy the work at all. Never again.
Oh, so he never enjoyed the work, never again. Okay, so here in exercise 7, Ellie's job is tiring because, she had to go around with the children and the family everywhere. Tom's job is repetitive. Katie's job is rewarding, while Finn's job is stressful, so he said he will never do it again. Now, of course, you can write and send me which reasons do you think their job is the way it is, rewarding, stressful, or repetitive. You can send me later on WhatsApp. I'll be waiting for your answers. Now 8. The past simple, affirmative and negative. This is a quick revision. With most verbs, we only use the past simple form, regular or irregular, of the verb. For the affirmative in the negative, we use didn't plus infinitive without to. إذا نستخدم صيغة الماضي البسيط للتعبير عن الفعل حدث في الماضي، طبعا سواء كان شاذا أو نظاميا. النظامي نضع له ed, d or id، بينما ال irregular we learn it by heart، نتعلم عن ظهر قلب. I got the job. بينما إذا أردنا أن نعبر عن النفي فإننا سنضع didn't مع جميع الضمائر I, we, you, they, he, she, it, didn't plus infinitive مع الفعل في المصدر. I didn't get the job. I don't say I didn't got the job. It's wrong. We don't have double past. لا يجب أن نضع didn't و got. يجب أن نعيده إلى المصدر infinitive. I didn't get the job. The verb be is an exception. فعل الكون be هو استثناء. The job was or wasn't very challenging. The job was العمل كان or wasn't أو لم يكن very challenging مليئا بالتحدي. Now we will listen. Complete the sentences about the 4 teenagers from exercise 7 with the past simple, affirmative or negative form of the correct verb. سنكمل الجمل عن المراهقين 4 باستخدام الفعل الماضي في حالة النفي أو الإيجاب.
Lesson 5A. Exercises 7 and 9. Speaker 1. Ellie.
I wanted to earn some money last summer, so I got a job as an au pair. It was with a family from Greece who had 3 young children. Actually, I didn't earn much money. Au pairs don't. But I didn't have to pay for food or rent or anything, so it was fine. The family lived in London, but they travelled a lot because the parents both had well-paid jobs in banking. So I travelled with the family. It was fun. We stayed in some beautiful hotels. The kids were lovely too, but it was hard work looking after them. I was exhausted by the end of each day.
Speaker 2. Tom.
I really wanted to work outdoors over the summer, so when I saw the advertisement for a job as a gardener, I applied for it. I did it for 5 weeks, and to be honest, I didn't really enjoy it very much. I was unlucky with the weather. It was a very rainy summer. But the main problem was, I had to do the same thing every day. It got really boring because there was no variety. At least the hours weren't too long. I started at 10 in the morning and finished at 4 in the afternoon. Then I went home. Most days I didn't see another person all the time I was there. I didn't like that either, really. I prefer working with other people.
Speaker 3. Katie.
I really enjoyed my job at a summer camp. It was 7 days a week, so hard work, but that was fine. The children had lessons in the morning. Then every afternoon I'd do sports with them. Football, volleyball, athletics, lots of different things. There were 5 of us working as sports coaches. We all got on really well, which was great, and we helped each other to plan the afternoon. We arranged matches and competitions for the evenings too, so we usually had to work really late, but we didn't mind. Seeing the children enjoying themselves and learning new activities was great. I loved it.
Speaker 4. Finn.
Over the summer, I spent 4 weeks at a call centre, working as a charity fundraiser. I hated it. From 9 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon, I had to phone people and basically ask for money. Okay, so it was money for charity, a wildlife charity, but people didn't want to talk to me, and sometimes they were quite rude. I got very anxious about making the calls, and I didn't like being indoors all the time in a small room with about 20 other people. That made me even more anxious. I felt trapped. I mean, the money was quite good, but I didn't enjoy the work at all. Never again.
So, do any of the descriptions surprise you? هل أي من الأوصاف التالية للمهن تفاجئك? Why? Please do tell us later on WhatsApp. Now we have 10 and 11. This is up to you. Speaking questionnaire if you want to do on your own. Just the job. العمل المناسب. 1. Which is more important to you? ما أهم لك? Doing a challenging and rewarding job, أن تقوم بعمل فيه تحدي ومجزي ماديا, or earning a lot of money, أم فقط الكسب المزيد من المال. 2. Which do you prefer? أيهما تفضل? Working indoors or working outdoors? العمل ضمن مبنى أم العمل خارجا في الهواء الطلق. 3. Do you want a job that involves traveling a lot? هل تريد عمل يتضمن السفر كثيرا؟ 4. Which sentence is true for you? أي من العبارات صحيحة لك؟ I like being a part of a team. تحب أن تعمل ضمن فريق. I prefer working alone. أم تعمل بمفردك. 5. Do you want a job that involves dealing with the public and serving customers? هل تريد عمل ترغب بعمل فيه التعامل يتضمن التعامل مع الناس وخدمة الزبائن أم لا؟ 6. Which sounds better? أيهما يبدو أفضل؟ Sitting at a desk for most of the day. الجلوس على مكتب في طوال اليوم. Being on your feet. أن تكون واقف على قدميك for most of the day. الجلوس أم الوقوف الطويل. 7. Which sentence is true for you? أي عبارة صحيحة بالنسبة لك أو حقيقية؟ I don't mind working long hours. لا مانع لدي من العمل ساعات طويلة. I want to work 9 to 5. Okay. So you have to do this questionnaire and discuss with your friends. Thank you so much for being attentive, and see you inshallah hopefully next lesson. Goodbye.